Subriel Matias versus Dalton Smith goes down this Saturday. This is now my prediction for the fight, which is Subriel Matias will get the win over Dalton Smith. I honestly believe that Matias will be able to break Dalton Smith down, and I reckon he stops him. That's what I think. I've said it's a 50-50 fight because it's a fight that could go either way, but it's one, in my opinion, which is a fight which could go either way, but it's one that Subriel Matias will win. And I've got my reasons for it. Like, let's be honest here. Matias has operated at a much higher level than what Dalton Smith has. I don't think Dalton Smith's got the style to beat him. It's the style that can go to war with Subriel Matias, and that is why I've said it's 50-50, because it's a style where you can go to war with him, but it's not one where you can convincingly beat him, kind of like a Liam Parrow style. It's not like that at all. So I think it's one which Subriel Matias will win because Dalton Smith will be forced into fighting his own game. That's what Matias will do to him. He'll make Smith fight his own game. And Smith's a pressure fighter. He's composed with it, and I feel like he's technically better than Subriel Matias. But Matias will force Dalton Smith into a fight that Dalton Smith won't even know, because it's going to be how and ways Dalton Smith is used to fighting anyway. But Matias will force it into his fight and force it into how he wants it. And I feel like it's something where, it's pressure which Dalton Smith hasn't which he hasn't faced before, and this is mentally and physically. He's not got the pressure on him which he's got in this fight mentally, and physically the pressure that Matias is going to put on him straight away. Cut off the ring, break the body down, force the exchanges, just stand right in his face and not move, because Dalton Smith is used to just hitting people, cracking them, and being able to break them down himself, but he's going to find that very difficult to do against Subriel Matias. He's not going to be able to do it. He's not going to be able to knock out Subriel Matias. I think Subriel Matias operated at a much higher level. Dalton Smith has never fought anyone who forces him to work every second of every round. He's never fought anyone who does that, who makes you work 24/7. Subriel Matias is going to be able to do that. He is going to be, he will make Dalton Smith work every second of the fight. Dalton Smith needs to be perfect throughout. And this isn't him, just being it's not him just being a flashy boxer, because that's not his style. But, in the past, I've compared Dalton Smith to things that Canelo does with, a nice, good upper body movement. That's what Dalton Smith does. He's not a flashy boxer, but he's got nice upper body movement. But I think Subriel Matias is really going to be able to break the body down of Dalton Smith, which is going to slow down his movement a lot. And again, Dalton Smith cracks hard. He does. And he can break down Subriel Matias. He's got the ability to be able to do it. And he is composed when he picks his shots. But Subriel Matias is one of the most nastiest body punches that there are in boxing right now, in my opinion. He's brutal to the body. Absolutely brutal. The volume that he brings is brutal. And I think, again, when Subriel Matias forces the exchanges, Smith will struggle. But chances that Smith does have is that Smith is more composed when he throws his shots. He's smarter with the shots he picks in Subriel Matias. So Smith does have a chance in that aspect to be able to, catch and counter Subriel Matias. But Smith's never seen the volume of Subriel Matias before. Never seen the volume that he is going to see on Saturday night. Never going to see it. And again, Dalton Smith, I think, has got a good style to be able to defend body shots. And I think he's got a good style to be able to give them back to Matias. But I just see him slowly being broken down at this level. I don't think the right opponents have been given to it. Let's be real here. You look at the resume of Smith, the only real good name or decent name is Jose Zepeda. Let's be real. And he wasn't even at his best at the time. So I think chucking him into this, it's a massive step up. People don't understand. This is a huge step up for Dalton Smith. Do we believe he's at this kind of level? Yes. You know, he can compete at the level of Subriel Matias. Yes. And that word's, important. He can compete. I don't think he can beat Subriel Matias. Again, he's got a chance. I've always said it. But this is my prediction that Subriel Matias is going to win. I don't think Dalton Smith is going to be able to beat him. I think Matias is way too brutal, and I don't think he's done yet. I don't think he's done. But again, Dalton Smith does have clean defense, in my opinion. He does. But I think Smith's going to be looking for a lot of single shots here and there. And to beat Matias when you're not a mover, when you're not a flashy boxer, I don't think single shots is going to work to beat Subriel Matias when you've got a style like Dalton Smith. Again, he can go to a war with him, as I've been saying. He can go to a war with him. And again, it's more composed with the shots he picks and will be good in the pocket. But Subriel Matias just doesn't stop. He just does not stop the whole fight. And I don't think Dalton Smith is going to be able to handle it because he hasn't operated at the level. He's not seen this kind of style before. I don't think he's seen the pace that Subriel Matias is going to bring. Matias is going to make it look really ugly at times here as well. Really, really, really ugly. I think, again, I made a video on it the other day. It's a real proper chaos fight, which I think is going to be entertaining. But Matias is going to be able to get his way with Dalton Smith in the exchanges eventually. In the pocket, Subriel Matias is going to be able to get the better of Dalton Smith. That is what is going to happen. So I'm excited for this fight. I am. It hasn't got the promotion it's needed. That's for another video, though. But, yeah, I think Subriel Matias will eventually be able to break down Dalton Smith and stop